Okay. It's a Pasabara. Sorry, I'm just reading it to myself because I don't want to read it out loud. Well, you can do this. Battle under 3 flags. Librook. Okay, you can try this out. I can bring Hasabara onto our things, but I'm not sure if the slot will open up for her. Well, she's already in her upgraded class, so I don't need to spend like a Medal of Bravery on her. Is the good thing. Let's see. This button, right? Yeah. You don't need to be here. You don't need to be here. You're so freaking overleveled. But I can just do this anyway.
At your service.
Okay. I think I've gotten used to the delay a little bit. World looks fucking badass now, which is good. What level are you guys? 9? 8, 9? 10? Okay. Not terrible. I'm just gonna consolidate my troops. There we go. Yeah, the healer should probably be in the middle, honestly. Okay. Let's drop a save here. Just in case bad things happen. I mean, I could just keep going, honestly, but I really shouldn't show off these battles because they're just like kind of boring. But let's do this one. So I did the one before this, but that one was extra boring. So battle under the 3 flags. The battle begins.
Forward. My turn.
Go here. Interesting art for that Hyzant healer.
Leave everything to me.
What does this do? She can only heal people next to her, by the way, but I think it heals more than Gila's does. Ow.
Ow! 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 Here I come. Lightning!
Nice. Nice paralysis right there. Really good to hit.
So it comes to battle. I've got it.
Let me heal your wounds.
Whoops. Having 2 healers on this map would be really poggers, but you know.
Your wounds are healed. Thank you, friend.
Especially one
Whatever
that can
it
like
takes.
that is like a secondary healer.
That was close.
Nice.
I fight for peace.
What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Two ashes.
It'll be fine.
What?
What?
Time for some research.
Those guys are weak to that. Okay, it'll be fine.
Come on.
Can she heal herself with that? Ow.
Where the wolf is cornered. Now I end this. Ha-ha! Leave it to me! For my kingdom! This won't be easy.
Quick kill him like
Take
this.
that! Did you see that? Allow me!
Very nice.
Here I come. Darkness engulfs you.
Very nice.
Feisty, aren't we?
You cannot heal yourself for
No
this. Okay.
slacking off.
Most appreciated.
Well, congratulations are in order.
That was
Oh,
close.
nice. Lucky.
Ah!
Really?
Time to
Okay.
take action.
Interesting, I guess. This guy doesn't have any maidens. This guy's also paralyzed. I probably don't want to concentrate on him while he's basically useless.
There!
Dodge? Damn it.
I hope you're watching, Grandfather.
Nice.
Wind!
Very good.
Shall we begin?
Perfect. Setup right there.
Your wounds are healed.
These guys are easier
Thank you,
though.
friend.
I think. Dodge?
I must remain calm.
I think if I ask nicely, do you think if I ask nicely more often, they'll actually dodge instead of not doing it?
Huh. Splendid result.
My turn! I will end this. Flames, heed my call! Oh no!
Wouldn't mind a potion.
Okay. Kill?
Come on! You're joking.
Nice.
My research
Double
bears
kill.
fruit. Impossible. Impressed?
He crit for one.
When a wolf is cornered.
Unfortunately, by doing this, he doesn't get. He doesn't let Yo-Yo attack,
To lead, I must grow.
but he does kill
I
two.
won't
He does
lose.
hit two enemies with it, so it's fine. Let's do a
Brace
cheeky little
yourself.
rest here. Then I can go next to Silvio, or Julio, and then I can get back attack.
Everything to me.
There we go.
This might sting some.
Nice. So she actually does decent damage. So,
This battle is ours.
like, her having that on a heal is pretty good. Just default stuff. I'm not gonna hit you. You don't matter. Let's go over here and shoot you.
We're not done here.
I mean, he does, but... Okay, there we go.
Strike while the iron's hot.
There we go.
Allow me.
Getting Sereno some much-needed experience. Gonna grab all this loot,
Here I come!
because if I'm gonna do this map, I'm gonna get the loot anyway. I'm gonna want the loot.
I did it!
Okay, who's going next? Gila? Oops. So I can do this. Face this way, and then smack
Cool
that other guy with
heads shall
Gila.
prevail.
Yeah. What have we here?
Get some extra
My growth is
experience.
plain to see.
For the honor of House Wolfort.
Grabbing this item.
I will end this.
Steady now.
Easy map, honestly.
I'll give it my best.
A nice little break from the last map. I'll be honest.
How about this?
I didn't see how far that would move him, but I wanted the experience. I just
won't
wanted the
lose.
experience anyway, so it's fine.
Huh.
Opportune attack,
Yes.
and then even better attack.
Yes.
Nice. When does hold on? I need to look that up. When does opportune attack proc? When to a single enemy when it moving 5 squares or more. Okay, so if I move 5 square, okay, that's pretty good. What isn't there another skill? What other game has that? There's another TRPG that has something like that. If you move your full movement with the cavalry, they do more damage. Oh, Wargroove.
This might sting some.
Apparently, since the last enemy on the map, they don't actually. He can't actually counterattack, which is weird. And then we got some coins and some stone and timber. Okay. Can I upgrade anybody else? Don't be a stranger. Yeah, if you think I'm gonna read your shit, bro. Can anybody else upgrade their weapons? Yeah, you can. I'm probably just gonna do it. It only costs 2, right? I can still upgrade Narv's weapon, actually, if I do it. This is always good. You can never go wrong with that, right? Okay, let's just get this for now. Because now that I know you could just switch the build up at any time, which is an amazing feature, by the way. Just in case you just don't know what you want, you can just switch. You just switch at any time, which is great. Fantastic. Okay, let's go. Let's actually decide what we're doing. Okay. Can you go, please? Like, that was weird. He wouldn't fucking move. Okay. Maybe you'd get more information as well if you didn't burn down the houses. I'm guessing items and information would both be available. I know this is a trap, right? Like, in the bottom of my heart, I know these characters might not know, but this is an obvious trap. Because I know Silvio. Look at him. Look at his silly little goober face. Let's see what their reasonings are. Alright. What do you want?
Need?
Zilford's wide, not warriors. Join forces. Yeah, okay. So Gila's like, yeah, I smell something fishy. Good. Okay. And what does Benedict say?
Lord Serenella.
I am going to attempt to sway them the other way. But I'm going to attempt to reject Silvio's proposal, but let's try.
Lord Serenella.
Please let them be known. Never know when the Aesfrost army will strike next. It is truly safe to leave our domain at a time like this. The House Tellior is not known for its prowess in battle. There may be merit in alliance of something. Duchy's passed a heavy bounty upon Roland's head. Perhaps Lord Silvio came here not for its alliance, but to seize Prince Roland? I will not deny that this is a possibility. If we think of Aesfrost's actions of late, it would not surprise me if they had already brought House Tellior to heel in secret. However, we cannot ignore the fact that the strength of our forces pales in comparison to that of Aesfrost's.
So,
Are you not concerned about the size of our own army, Lord Serenoa? Even if I were, I doubt House Tellior could be much of a help there. I think it best we ready our own forces before recklessly looking at others for help. Perhaps the people would respond to a call to arms. No. The size of one's force is an important factor in lore, my lord. And it is true that House Tellior does not have many soldiers at its disposal. But neither do we. As such, we shouldn't be too hasty in turning away any numbers we can get. No! Benedict, fuck you! Okay. Might be like a 60-40 chance, I don't know if it'll... Answer, let's go, Roland.
Serenoa.
Say I have doubts about Lord Celia would be a lie. Even if so, we are in sore need of allies. If the three high houses stand together, we may be able to turn the lives of war in our favor. Let's try this. I believe his author would be worth considering, but if you have any reservations on the matter, I would like to hear them. Claiming victory in our last battle was no easy feat, and our soldiers have suffered for it. Must we consider taking the field again so soon? There are people out there who would stop at nothing to see you dead. I think it unwise to lead the domain at this time. Lord Silvio is a man of loyalty only to himself, and one of unfavorable repute to his people. I advise you not to put too much faith into him. Let's talk shit about Lord Silvio. Trust me, friend. I know Lord Silvio to be unworthy of our faith. He cowered in Tellior as Aesfrost the army laid siege to Whiteholm Castle. But to think even the people distrust him, it proves to me that our judgment was correct.
Moreover,
I care not for what Lord Silvio may or may not be plotting. If he intends to use us, I say we use him in kind.
Yes,
Hello,
sir.
Anna. Okay, that means I'm probably going to get it anyway, but... Okay. We must be prepared for any who would march against us, but our forces are lacking in both number and supplies. House Tellior's motives matter not. We could use even those against them should the need arise. I think we should accept this proposal, if only to better our own situation. Better for us to refuse Lord Silvio's proposal. Lord Serenoa, I believe we must use every tool available to us for us to survive. We do not know why Aesfrost invaded Glenbrook. I think it's best we be cautious and not rush headlong to an alliance. We should leave ourselves vulnerable by venturing. We would leave ourselves vulnerable by venturing outside to our domain. We need to rely on others just yet. If we were to be attacked, we could make our stand at Castle Wolfort. Our army is a formidable one indeed. If they managed to make a forced retreat on Aesfrost in the last battle, we also sustained heavy losses. The soldiers reach their limit sooner or later. We should act before the enemy does, lest we lose everything we have left. Fuck. Oh, well, yeah, that was... Okay, I'm stupid. That was... Okay, so sometimes it just... The unlock straight up fails. Okay, say it's just not a good argument. The high houses are sworn to protect the crown. Yet Lord Silvio couldn't be bothered to lead Tellior when the capital was in danger.
here's what I think.
I can't help but wonder what he's scheming, but if he wants to join forces, I see no reason to refuse him. Best for us to refuse Lord Silvio's proposal. I'll say we join forces with House Tellior. The more of us, the better. But I can see you don't quite agree, lad. Aesfrost is in no doubt watching our every move. Leaving our domain might alert them to an alliance and put us in even more danger. Time is of the essence right now. General Avlora is likely desperate to reclaim her honor with a rematch sooner than later. A heavy bounty weighs upon the world's head. We do not know who we can or cannot trust now. I'm gonna do that
You're
one.
onto something.
No denying that, lad. There's no telling what sort of shady fellows are looking to line their pockets with the Prince's demise. Even if we could trust Lord Silvio, there's no guarantee his soldiers wouldn't try to get their hands on his highness. In fact, that should be what Aesfrost might be hoping for that bounty.
Tough spot.
In any case, my lord, looks like you got something else in your mind. Could it be you got some suspicions of Lord Silvio? Okay, that seems decent. Lord Silvio let the safety of his own domains come here, something I would doubt he would do if he feared attack from the duchy. If he was truly worried about Lord Roland's safety, I think he would suggest fortifying ourselves at Castle Wolfort rather than venturing to Tellior. Lord Silvio did not leave Tellior when the capital was taken, which makes me wonder why he would leave his safe haven now.
Are you
Those
joking?
are both good arguments. I mean, it's strange for him to be acting now rather after the capital's been taken. I admit it's suspicious, but I hate to be having suspicions. The three houses are the pillars of Grimbook. We should be working together, not wasting our time figuring out each other's intentions. What a sorry state we're in. Fuck. Maybe it was the first one, I don't know. Because I think it was the third one and then, like, the first one, I'm not sure. Okay. Well, at least I did get Anna to believe me, so I think we good. As long as I get one person, should be fine. Yeah, I think we're good. I did a save right before that battle, but probably not soon enough, honestly. I'm voting!
It is time to cast our votes. Do we accept House Telior's proposal, or go our own way? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
Go your own way!
I believe in you.
I believe in you. You are right, my friend.
You make a convincing argument, my lord.
I cast my token in with yours, my lord. Okay. That means I convinced him? Even though I said he's indifferent?
My apologies.
I must follow my instincts, my lord. Okay. Does that mean she voted against me? I thought she was she indifferent? Or am I stupid and I forgot?
Forgive me, lad.
Sorry, lad. I just can't find anyone we agree this time.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
This is kind of extra for what we need to do, my man. My guys. Okay. And, yeah, I failed in an Eridor. I think I got lucky on, Benedict and Roland. Which I thought Anna was moved, but deep in thought. But I don't know,
The
maybe
way
that's not
forward is
guaranteed.
decided.
Okay.
We deny House Telior's proposal and weather this fight alone.
Whether or not that matters, who knows? I'd accept House Folks in a heartbeat, come on. Fuck you, Silvio, you're snake.
Are you mad? You would stand idly by while our kingdom is in grave danger.
We don't trust you, dude.
This is the path we have chosen. I hope you understand.
I do not. You must reconsider. Or else House Telior too will face Esfrost's wrath.
Yep.
And why would that be our concern?
Yeah.
We are in no condition to fight, Lord Silvio. It is as simple as that.
Then I pray something more than death awaits us both.
Okay. Bye, Silvio. He penned a letter, and we didn't get the letter, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'll say my game. That sounds pretty poggers. Okay. So obviously we would have gone to Telior and then gotten ensnared in a trap if we gotten the other path. But I wonder what's happening now. Is there going to be another battle here?
Lord Silvio of Telior offers the solitary House Wolffort an ally, and a place of protection for Roland.
Oh. But I told him to go fuck himself.
But Serenoa chooses to walk his own path, even if he must do so alone. Silvio leaves with a disquieting look in his eyes.
I don't know what disquieting means, but probably bad. What happened? Sorry, I was looking over at something else.
Spare me! I beg you!
Tellurian soldier.
That's enough, Rufus.
Tellurian.
You call these men soldiers, Silvio? They haven't got any spine.
Rufus Tyran, a mercenary known as Hero's Bane, who only loyalty lies with money. His life's greatest joy is cutting confident warriors down to size.
Save your anger for House Wolffort. We will strike at their castle soon enough.
Idiot.
Ha! Sounds like they saw straight through your stupid plan.
What could a lowly bounty hunter know of a lord's struggles? Without Roland, my house is doomed. They call you Heroes,
Yep.
Bane, right? That is all you need do.
And do it I shall. The only one you need alive is the prince, right?
Was that fucking Duke Nukem? Isn't it? We got some side stories. Oh, we got some character stories. Let's go to the character stories first. Okay. Oh, she was in the demo. And we've got a okay, the merchant joins us, really? Okay, interesting. That's Frosty Merchant and attempts to charm the locals into buying his wares.
How fortunate this humble merchant is to look upon such beauty.
Oh my god, that voice!
Nothing would do Lionel greater honor than to see his powders and perfumes adorn your divine visages.
Why is he in
Such
Espros
honor,
now?
in fact, that he's willing to part with him for practically nothing at all.
Oh!
We haven't even coined for salt, let alone vanity.
Idiot.
Mines are not but your ledgers. You peddlers disgust me.
Disgusting. Yeah, there's just lava floating around. I guess you've never seen this
Well,
the
let's
Frosty
brave
map.
protectors of the realm. Lionel has brought everything a hero needs and more. Every item has undergone meticulous testing to ensure that they will serve you well on the battlefield.
Out of our way, junkmonger. We've important duties to
Man, they
attend
know
to.
he's a scumbag, huh?
How rude. Where are the smiles and open coin purses the people used to greet Lionel with? Oh, perhaps
I'll see.
Lionel should take his goods elsewhere. War has made this place disagreeable. However,
He also refers to himself in the third person, which is the worst personality trait.
it is the perfect opportunity for the shrewd trader to amass his fortune. And Lionel is shrewd, if nothing else.
Ooh. Yeah, got some epic music for him scamming us.
My lord, that merchant who peddles his wares in our encampment has requested an audience.
Yes. Let him come forth.
Yeah. I mean, he sells like potions, so I mean, it can't really be that bad,
You
right?
do Lionel a great honor, my lord. A great honor.
It won't let me get his
That he
info,
can count House
unfortunately.
Wolford among his loyal patrons has ever been a source of pride.
Yes. Right.
Dude,
What brings you before
Did
me
anybody
today?
ever in history, is it
As
like
my lord is doubtless
like ever referred to
already
himself in the
aware,
third person?
War places a heavy burden on the
Seems
treasury.
fucking weird.
A burden that only grows heavier
I know it's like an
as
anime
time
trope, but-
drags on. However, a skilled negotiator can see his coffers even fuller at war's end than they were at its beginning.
Okay, so he's gonna
If
become
he
our
may be
negotiator?
So bold, Lionel would offer his services in that very capacity. He understands your precarious position, trapped between two ravenous wolves. In such times, one can never have enough coin and resources to stave off what may come. Surely you agree?
Your
Whoa.
words have merit, and you have always been honest in your dealings with my house. I see no reason not to welcome you into our ranks.
Splendid! You are as wise as they say. Wiser, even. Lionel shall not disappoint. Just the opposite, in fact.
Merchant of the Norzelia Consortium, Lionel Capita. A merry and masterful merchant who provides an array of goods. He believes that a profitable end justifies the means in his line of work, and dedicates himself wholeheartedly to filling his own coffers.
From this day until his very last, he
Oh,
shall stake his honor
yes.
on the prosperity of your house.
Loves you.
And if his own coin purse should grow fat in the process, who could blame him?
Who could blame him? Lionel, join your forces. Yeah. Lionel's aptitude to battle trifles with foes using his elite eloquence, can infuriate foes or tempt them into defecting. Really? So he can charm enemies. I always love doing that. I think that's very fun because that essentially takes away one of the enemy's resources and gives you a resource. And my favorite thing in these RPGs is to charm a healer so that they heal me, which is funny. Tactics Ogre, I do it sometimes, but usually the enemies end up just curing themselves of it, which is unfortunate because the clerics in the game can just heal themselves with every status, so they just do it accidentally as a consequence of their AI. But okay, more character stories. Let's go. In the halls of Hysan's Ministry of Medicine, a young apothecary worries for the fate of her patients. So this is... She was in the demo. I don't remember. I think her name was Medicine or something. It was something stupid like that. It's something like it's like a pun. Oh, there's
an emergency. We have 2 patients.
2? That's more than one.
Extraordinary fevers. The Rosellan is unresponsive.
Okay.
Well, I can't
So
tend
don't
to
save
both
him.
unless you can give me 2 more pairs of arms.
Let me help. I've just completed my training, and I'll do whatever it takes to save them.
Are there no real doctors left? Fine. Come. We're losing precious time.
Nice.
Leave the Rosellan. We must prioritize the believer.
Lila, no!
As you wish.
But the Rosellan will die unless we do something.
Do they not teach the order of things in school these days?
The order of things.
So what if they do?
Is that like the Internet of Things?
What does the order of things have to do with saving lives?
Not all lives are weighted the same. You would
Damn.
do well to remember that.
Damn!
Quickly, Medina, these people are dying as we bicker.
Medina, okay. I was kind of right. Medina Allium. I thought it was Alum. I thought it was like a double pun. Medina like medicine and ale like alien. It kind of is, but Medina Allium, aspiring apothecary. A young woman whose only desire is to help others. She studies diligently at the Ministry of Medicine every day, that she may aid the sick and injured who enter its halls. So she is another healer, but she specializes in item usage.
I couldn't save him.
Oh.
Orders or not, I was the one following them. It's all my fault.
Damn. Better than Nazis, huh?
Where are you going? Medina!
Yeah, we're just following orders, guys. Come on.
I beg your pardon, Lord Serenoa, but a doctor from the Ministry requests an audience
with... What? Wait.
My name is Medina. I've heard much about your house and simply had to see it for myself.
What insolence is this?
Insolence!
Stand down. Pray tell, what brings you before me?
It is said House Wolfert possesses a relic known as the Scales of Conviction. Is this true?
No,
it is.
No, get out.
We turn to the scales for guidance in times of trouble.
Then, I wonder if they might guide me forward as well.
No, only special people get to use it, idiot.
I had a crisis of confidence. A man was counting on me to save his life, and I let him die. I cannot let this happen again. I wish to save all the lives I can, regardless of country or creed. Pray grant me the chance to consult the scales, that I might walk the righteous path.
Creed? I don't know any Creed songs. I would sing a Creed song, but Creed sucks, so...
We are not a magical window
I don't
to the
want to
future.
sing a Creed song.
When decisions must be made, all in this house have a say. We choose as best we're able and strive to ensure we chose wisely.
You mean you strive not to regret your decision?
That is all one can do. Forgive me if this is not the answer you sought.
Then, would House Wolfert accept my aid if I offered it, my lord?
If you would serve as a physician, that would be a boon. For we fear the war is far from over.
I would be honored, my lord. I would see what I could do to rewrite the order of things.
You're gonna rewrite God?
Let us walk the path together.
I am at your service, my lord.
Medina joined your forces. Nice. I think it'll explain what she can do right here, right? Yes. An expert in healing items. Increase the potency of healing items, can use items twice in the same turn. So yeah. I don't know like how useful this is. I didn't use her in the demo, but I decided to use the other unit that came in the demo, but you know. Okay, more character stories. Nice. Are these only for the side characters, these character stories? Maybe. Julio and Eridor are out on patrol when they come across a deplorable act in progress.
Please, you can't take our wheat. We just sent food the other day.
Damn.
Silence! Lord Walford has ordered the requisition of all provisions. You wouldn't dare disobey your lord, would you?
Who is this? Smack this bitch.
I just can't believe Lord Walford would command
Listen to these violins, damn.
Are you accusing me, a noble woman of Glenbrook, of lying?
Yes.
How dare you, peasant.
Mayhap we should see what the commotion is about.
Mind telling us what's going on?
Well, if it isn't Captain Eridor. Thank you for all that you do to keep
Is this lady in something else that I've played?
You're
I
one
don't
of the
remember.
lot what recently fled from the Crown City, ain't you?
Just so, yes. I came to humbly lend what aid I could to Lord Wolford and deliver on the provisions I promised.
What is your quarrel with these people? If you could explain the situation, we'd be more than happy to lend what aid we can.
Please, I beg of you, don't take our food. It's all we have.
I've always known Lord Walford to care for his people above all. Why would he do this to us?
I've always known as Lord Walford to make a silly voice.
What madness is this? Lord Serenoa has strictly forbidden commandeering food from the common folk.
Idiot.
Surely you aren't
Destroyed
asking
with
these good
facts and
people
logic.
to relinquish their stores to you in his name?
I am simply gathering provisions on Lord Walford's behalf, as I promised. Honestly, he should be grateful.
Yeah, idiot.
Grateful? Huh. He'd be red in the face if he saw what you were doing. Ain't no way he ordered it.
On the contrary, you are acting in violation of your lord's decree. You
Put
cannot
this bitch in
overlook
jail.
your actions. You will come with us and be jailed. There you will await judgment for your crimes.
What nonsense is this? I am a noblewoman of Glenbrook. How dare you try to order me about, you self-important little man? You've no authority over me.
No
We're kind of disagreeing. But are you sure we
I could
should
be
have
a voice
cost her
actor.
without seeking Lord Serenoa's counsel first?
We haven't that luxury. The longer she is allowed to roam free, the more the people will suffer.
Execute her
Our
right
lord's
now,
good
on the
name be
spot.
sullied. We must
Till
show
the land
people
with
that
her blood.
Unethical acts will not go unpunished. Take her away.
You will pay for your impudence!
Can't believe there are scoundrels out here using House Wolford's name for ill gain. You've done us all proud today, Julio.
Thank you ever so much, my lord. We'd be facing starvation if you hadn't stepped in.
She really had us fooled. We should have known Lord Walford is too kind a man to order anything like that.
Yeah.
If you are ever troubled again, please seek me
Because he's
out.
the protagonist. You
Shall
can't have
ensure
him
that
being
any
completely
wrongs
evil for
committed
no
against you
reason.
are set right.
Low-tagonist. Okay. What's the Jens gonna do? Who is the other one? Was it Jens? Sereno's convictions have been strengthened. Narv. Okay, it was Narv. Narv speaks with Gila about her home in Hyzant and his grandfather's place in their history. He was talking about Gila earlier when I was talking to him,
That should
when
do
I was
it.
reading that quickly.
You should be able to use that arm just fine in no time.
Oh, he can heal, yeah. Right.
Many thanks, lad. You truly are a talented one.
You're not an idiot like everyone else.
My apologies for treating you like an intruder the other day.
Oh, it's that guy.
Think nothing of it, my good man. If you need anything else,
Oh my god.
I'm more than happy to help.
It's all connected.
Your magic never ceases to amaze. Did you learn everything from your grandfather?
You bet I did. The Archmage Grandante taught me everything I know.
Grandante.
Grandante. There's something I've been meaning to ask you, Narv.
Ask away.
I
It's
was
so
in
distracting.
High
This guy
Zen
just
for
has a
short
girl
time,
voice actor.
studying at the ministry.
That doesn't matter, but
No doubt you know it's considered the greatest authority in this world when it comes to matters arcane.
yeah, idiot.
Their library contains everything from records of magically enhanced soldiers to technical tomes and
Ooh,
much, much more.
That sounds cool.
Their chronicles on the history of magic, too, were the most comprehensive in our realm. And yet, I do not recall seeing even a single mention of a mage named Grandante. One would think the achievements of such a powerful sorcerer would be recorded somewhere. Why are they not?
He's lying.
Those awful Hyzantians. Truly, they have no shame.
Narv?
The chronicles you speak of? In truth, they were written by my grandfather's own hand.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
What? But then why is he not credited by name?
He refused to do the research the former Hierophant ordered of him, and was branded a heretic and unbeliever.
Well, maybe he shouldn't
They
have done
erased
that.
his name and achievements from the records, and made it like he never existed at all. He was then banished from the city and died in exile, his name all but forgotten. It's all their fault no one knows of the Archmage Grandante.
I had no idea.
That's a pretty good job of erasing history like
These
that. That
robes
guy's
I
that
wear were
powerful.
once his. They're the only remaining proof that he once walked this realm.
So you carry his memory with you everywhere you go.
I promised myself
that's-
I
isn't
would
that
make the
cute?
Archmage Grandante's
Isn't
name
that just
known around
swell?
the world. So I'm going to work harder than I've ever worked before, until all in the realm know his story. And in the process, I'll become the greatest mage this world has ever seen.
I do love that little pose he does.
That's the spirit.
That's a really good sprite.
Thanks, Gila. Just you watch, Grandfather. I'm going to make you proud.
When we'll get to see a what's the fucking word? It's whatever. A stinky. Why am I a flashback to his grandfather? Maybe we will. Okay, let's do the side stories first. Side stories. With the Crown City captured, Gusadal proceeds with his plans.
I beg you, sir, give me one more chance. I shall not fail again.
You shan't fail again. Oh, wrong button. That button. There we go.
We are already taking measures against House Wolfort. A suitable pawn has showed itself before us.
Helior.
Though, perhaps, I should be more wary of my own family than any other.
Huh?
Falks is all that remains of the three high houses. I trust you know what to do, Avlora.
Lord Landroy Fox is famed for his bow arm.
He had the pluck to fire at your master during the war. Do you think you can best him?
Without a doubt.
The pluck, huh? I wonder if you can recruit, if you can meet the master that was in. If you can meet that guy. I don't remember what his name, what his or her name was. I think didn't they mention it earlier? I don't remember. Okay, let's just go to Wolford Harbor. Bandits. Bandits are back. Nice. Let's see. Okay, we're good. Bandits Travis and Tretch discussed rumors of a hefty bounty on a certain someone's head. Rumors.
I don't know what to expect now that Frost's taken over Glenbrook.
I think they just called them Iron Fist, the general. Okay, I think it was just Iron Fist, now I think about it, but I don't know, I don't remember.
I heard they put a huge bounty on the prince's head. We could make a killing if we catch him.
Killing, huh? Well, way too fast.
I always dreamed of kidnapping royalty. But the prince of a crumbling kingdom?
I love this, like, sexy bandit music that plays
They'd
whenever they
probably
talk.
kill him if we turn him over.
Oh.
The reward is tempting, though.
The reward is tempting, though.
She has definitely heard before. I've heard her that voice before in other things. I don't remember what. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. Okay. Next, any more? Tensions grow as Anna brings news to Serenoa, setting new light on their situation.
The Telior army has entered our domain?
Really?
Yes. The vanguard is nearing Castle Wolfort as we speak. It will not be long until the rest arrive.
I knew his intentions were not as pure as he made them seem. But to think he would attack so soon after proposing an alliance.
According to our spies, Lord Silvio has been in contact with Frost.
There's a reason he is known as an opportunist. This was all a plan to destroy
100
us.
big brain. I've got a big brain up here, just
So
in case
he
you didn't
wished
know.
to secure Prince Roland to use as leverage with Frost.
I was also told that House Telior has hired a man named Rufus as a bodyguard.
What do you know about this man?
He's a bounty hunter known as Hero's Bane, whose only loyalty is to coin.
You just read his description. That's all you know.
Said, he's claimed the lives
She
of
just pressed the
countless
X button on
bandit
him.
warriors. It would be wise not to underestimate him.
To think Lord Silvio would hire such a man.
It means he's serious. We must plan accordingly.
Why? Sorry. No. Was that a joke? Attempt at a
Gather the
joker?
others.
Oh my god.
We have much to discuss.
Why so serious? I don't know. I can't. I haven't seen that movie in like 10 years, so probably more like 6. But knowing Acilio's betrayal, Serenoa summons the War Council for an urgent meeting.
So Silvio has betrayed us.
Yep. Obvious.
I suppose he has come here for me.
You are correct. He most likely wishes to use you to curry favor with Frost.
That bastard! To think he would throw his own countrymen underfoot.
Trampled underfoot. That's the only
We
reference I can
haven't
make right
time to get
now.
emotional,
Nice Led Zeppelin
Eredor.
reference, idiot.
They are on their way here.
I beg to differ. There's no better time.
Well, you're
Trembling
benched
with
anyway,
rage.
so go fuck yourself,
As
buddy.
am I. We'll teach those traitorous bastards a lesson.
You can be as rageful as you want from the back row.
Bloodshed for my sake.
Prince Roland, we have no choice but to act.
And the enemy is our former compatriots.
Who be? No, that's the bad
They
joke, I'm
may
sorry.
well know about the traps below. We may have to face them head on at the gates.
We need all the help we can get. Please fight with us.
This is no time to waver. We must stand together if we wish to survive.
No. In the trailers,
Together
there
we
was
can
like
overcome this.
a line where
It's
Frederica says, "I cannot follow you now. Where our paths are diverging." So I'm assuming you can like lose access to her, but probably you can lose access to Roland like in that earlier choice, right? So I don't know. So it comes to this: we must prepare now that House Telior marches against us. Okay.